want to steal too much of the precious time of Nick, because I know he was very keen to try to speak to you and work with you for as long as possible. But we managed to secure Nick for this morning. He's I believe, a coach, coaching different organizations and companies, and I first met him as part of a project management association. Since then I heard him a second time, and I knew I had to bring him into the company as well. So thank you, Nick, for coming down. We just wanted to make two announcements. You may have received an invite to our annual conference, which is taking place on
April.
4th of April, exactly. So in case you do have the availability, yay! I see you. In case you do have the availability, come along. Again, we will have a very, very interesting speaker speaking there who published a work on why would you hire employees if you're not going to let them work from home. So trust in employees, and how do our generation, as well as the generation that's kind of slightly older, integrate into the workplace. So please have a look and come along to our conference. And the second news and announcement we wanted to make is we are soon ready to hand over. So we are looking for the next committee. In case you want to step forward and you feel that you're full of new and amazing ideas that you would like to cherish through an organization like Nextgen, feel free to apply. We are searching for about 8 to 10 people who will then run the committee for the next year. So please do apply, and please talk to us in case you need any other information. And yes, I will now hand over to Nick, and I'm very excited to hear what's the new and the novel part that I'm sure you will be able to incorporate. Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yeah, always get an applause first. So, good morning. Just so it's private, because I'll ask you a question in a minute. No one else needs to know the answer. So, by show of hands, who here is in favour of maximising collaboration? And by show of hands, this one's a bit more complicated. You get 3 choices now. Where 2 hands up means that we as an organisation collaborate to the absolute maximum. 1 hand means we collaborate, but there's room for improvement. And no hands means we don't collaborate at all as an organisation, or minimally. So, which way are you going? 1, 2, 3. Perfect, good, we're in the right room then. So we've got room to improve. Excellent. And yet, it's really interesting to me how pretty much universally everyone's in favour of collaboration, and yet we recognise we don't do it as well as we can do. So for the next hour, what I'd like to do is run an interactive workshop. Interactive workshop, you know what interactive means, don't you? It means you'll be doing things. They won't just be listening in a passive way. So an interactive workshop where we will focus on collaboration, how we collaborate, how you collaborate, and particularly looking at those things that enhance and detract from collaboration. So we're going to start by doing an exercise that requires you to go into pairs. Now, the person that you'll be doing the exercise with, what I'd like, in order to start enhancing collaboration, if you could go into a pair with someone who you don't work with normally. So it could be one of the different companies, could be a different department, but somebody you don't, not your mate, okay? That's the point of that. So proximity bias, you know. So start in a pair. Okay.
Are you inviting the office?
Anyone not in a pair? Anyone not in a pair? We've got the right number of people. Brilliant. Okay. You're in a pair? Good. Lovely. Good. I haven't counted. Oh yeah, sorry. You can count, I can't. Good. I can count, I just can't multitask, that's the thing. So, the way it's going to work is each pair will have a briefing sheet. One of you will have it on the peach colour paper, one will white, so you'll know it's the right way round, yeah? And what I'm going to do is, once I've handed them all out, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to read your brief, work out your strategy, and then, after 3 minutes, I'm going to give you 7 minutes to discuss with your colleague, partner, in this exercise. Okay? Everything you need to know is on the brief. Right? At the end of 7 minutes, if you come to an agreement before the 7 minutes are up, my request is that you wait up quietly and don't disturb other people who are working. Yeah? If you haven't come to an agreement by the 7 minutes, I, as the farmer, it makes sense when you read it, will sell to the highest bidder. Do I not look like a farmer? We got called a gardener this morning on the train because I brought those in. You'll see why later. Okay, any questions? No, good, lovely. So, yes, you don't want to show your colleagues your brief. Dr. Baker, nice to meet you. Dr. Baker, nice to meet you. Dr. Wright, looking through my life. Dr. Wright, Dr. Baker, Dr. Baker. Dr. Wright. And then when you go into your pairs, you want to move away and use all the space we've got, feel free to do that. Just like this one.
Thank you.
Okay, 3 minutes starts now. That's 2 minutes, you've got 1 more minute. Okay, that's 3 minutes. So my request is you take the exercise seriously. It's only a game, but take it seriously for the exercise. And you've now got 7 minutes. You want to turn and face your colleague, and then good luck. 7 minutes. Right. Sorry? Yeah.
Why does everyone need to everyone worldwide?
So are you aware that there's going to be a terrorist attack? National security confirmed that there will be a terrorist attack in Western countries, in some cities, nuclear attacks, and I've been abducted. We have been working on research to protect cities from radioactivity. So I found a solution by having a cloud to use a certain substance that will protect these cities that are fragile. Unfortunately, I need to see what around the town it has to be as well to protect these cities. I did an experimental research. It worked. So I dropped a bomb from a random city, and it didn't have any effect on it. What's your story? I really need it.
Very severe
Even if you save them, they will die in a nuclear attack. So that has been confirmed. It's confirmed. They know. They probably don't know this machine.
That's halfway. Halfway. How soon are we going to approach this?
I mean, the fact that we're playing more,
if you were able to, let's say you cannot get the okay, how much would you offer? I don't know if you can explain my name. So
I'll help you.
So yeah, I'll help you grant everyone. Yes, I will do your research.